Hi, this is Kate from Daisy Nails, creating fun, funky and fabulous nails. This is the third nail design in the Frida Kahlo series. Her painting The Broken Column, in which she depicts the pain she felt throughout her life following a bus accident at the age of 18. She depicts it using nails and showing her spine as a column, the edges of which of her skin are very raggedy, almost like an earthquake. And so this nail is actually focusing on that column, the spinal column, which was damaged in the accident, but also in like I say, in this picture that's more depicted almost like mechanical elements. So although it's white like bone, it's got an awful lot of grey shading as though it's metallic. I didn't do all of that shading on the nail because it's only a very small space. There's only so much you can get in there unless you are, I can't remember her name, Ball Pit Nails in North Carolina, but I can't remember her actual name. She was pregnant with twins, by the way. Anyway, she would probably be able to get the detail in there, but her artist skills are just out of this world. She would also spend several hours on it, whereas I probably spent, I don't know, each of these nails maybe took me 45 minutes. Not 100% sure. Right, so again, using the caramel beige pudding gel from Madame Glam, mixing in a bit of the fire and ice and some of the sundays to get the shading and filling that in on the areas that are skin. Using a nice fine brush, but I think it's a Madame Glam one, and they're really good. They can actually pick up a decent amount of gel to be able to use, so you're not going backwards and forwards. It just sort of carries the amount you need across. And then it's also got that nice fine tip that you can sort of keep within the lines. I used to be a childminder, you know. I was never the sort of childminder who insisted that children coloured in the lines. Express yourself, that's what I always say. There we go, that's the skin, so we'll pop that in the lamp. And we went, a bit more skin. Now we'll pop it in the lamp and cure it. Alright, so going in with the perfect white on the columns, ensuring I can still see my sketch lines underneath, which were done with the Born Pretty jelly gel. All of the gels I've used are named in the first of the Frida Kahlo videos, so feel free to go back there to see if you want to see what I used. And then before curing it, I'm adding some of the jelly gel to try and get a bit of a blend going, mixing it all together. Obviously, if you're doing styles of artists on nails, you've got to think outside of the box. You know, you get taught to do nail art, and you get taught to be very careful about making sure you've got crisp lines, that your colours don't blend, etc. But when you're copying artist styles, excuse me, I've really got a frog today. Sometimes you need those colours to blend. So that's what I was doing. Right, so using a dry brush to try and blend those in a little bit more. And then going back over those lines to sort of just show the disparity in height, the brokenness of that column. Right, now I'm going over the bandages. So the bandages, harnesses, I'm not 100% sure what they are, but they sort of show that Frida is being held together by these, stopping her from falling apart. So we're going to go over those with the perfect white. That goes all the way across there. If you see, it's almost as though it's holding that skin together over the spine. Do you know, I think I need to get some more perfect white. I'm nearly out of it. if you're a nail artist, professional or otherwise, what brands do you use and what is it you like about them? Tell me in the comments. Right, so using the Born Pretty again, going around the bandages. When I say again, it's because I'm referring to the other videos in this series where I've gone around all of the bandages with the Born Pretty. There we go, wasn't happy with that, wiped it off, start again. And then I blend it in so it's not like a solid crisp line. That's not what we want. And then these harnesses have got buckles, like they're being held tightly in position to hold her together. So we get the dry brush and just dab that along the jelly gel just to blend it slightly. And then pop that in the lamp. We're getting a little bit of red because there was some sort of red on the painting, like the skin is a little, you know, when you bump yourself, your skin goes slightly redder. I think this is just to show that injury down the side, either side of the column. And then with the Perfect Black, I didn't cure that and then was very careful not to put the Perfect Black over those bits. Painting the nails again. And when I say again, it's because this is the third of the videos. If you haven't seen the others, go back and watch them. The nails Frida used in her paintings to signify the pain that she was going through following the spinal damage from her bus accident at the age of 18. Right, we're going to go over with the top coat. Cure that. That's the finished product. And all of the nails together. Thank you for watching. Come back and see the other ones. Go back and see the previous ones. And also tell me who is your favourite artist and what is your favourite work of art. And I might put it into it. Thanks a lot. Bye.